shooting inside a Phoenix hotel room leaves one person dead and police looking for answers tonight. This unfolded yesterday afternoon near 52nd Drive in West McDowell. According to police, a maintenance worker found the woman in a room at the American Inn. She had been fatally shot. It's not known what led up to the shooting, and police are still looking for a suspect or suspects involved. If you have any information that could lead to an arrest, please contact Phoenix Police.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith regardless of whether people hear or forbear. All right, you see the headline. It says, woman found shot to death in Maryvale Hotel. Suspect arrested. All right, let's get some details on this. It says Phoenix police have arrested a suspect after a woman was found shot to death in a Maryvale hotel room. Officers were called to an area near 51st Avenue and McDowell Road at around 3:50 p.m. on November 26 after a maintenance employee discovered the woman's body. The woman was identified as 23-year-old Monica Alicia Yvette Hernandez. All right. Police did not specify which hotel the murder happened in. Investigators announced on December 2nd that Jesus Aguirre was arrested in connection to her death. He is being accused of first-degree murder. You see what happens when you're not seeking the Lord? You see what happens when you're not seeking the Lord? Let's go ahead and get a scripture. All right, Psalms chapter 68 and verse 20. He that is our power is the God of salvation. And unto Yahweh, the Lord, Yahweh Shai Shai, belong the issues from death. All right, so he decides how you get taken out. He decides if you get shot to death in a dirty hotel room. He decides if you get kidnapped and your organs get taken out. He decides if you get hacked to deletion. All right. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai decides all these things. So he decides if you get a nice, peaceful passing away in the old age, you go to sleep and never wake up. He decides all these things. That's why we got to fear Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, you know she went seeking the Lord. You know she went seeking the Lord. 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, and verse 13, I believe it is. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or a woman. All right, so all you Israelites that are not seeking the Lord, because this woman right here was an Israelite.
Ionos. That's code for we've got you covered. Code for all the scalable resources to meet your needs. Code for keeping things up to date and safe.
Oh. All right, this woman right here is an Israelite woman. All right, look like she from the Northern Kingdom. All right, Issacharite. Okay, she went seeking the Lord. Matter of fact, I seen a video of her talking about how she was smoking blues. All right, you know, which is a death wish, and fentanyl pills. That's how she ended up probably in that hotel. Probably got robbed. But see, this is what happened when you ain't seeking the Lord. All right. You know, once again, man, let's go back to that scripture. 2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. You see, the Lord ain't playing around with nobody. Let's get another article. I got this one pulled up. It says, suspect in fatal stabbing of 17-year-old girl near Galleria was out of jail on bond, records show. Look at this. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to play. There we go.
Disturbing details are surfacing about the woman accused of stabbing a 17-year-old girl in the Galleria area.
Court records reveal that the female suspect was out on bond for stabbing her ex-boyfriend. That case has yet to go to trial almost 3 years later. ABC 13's Alex Bozargian joins us live from the Galleria. And Alex, we understand you've been pushing for answers on this one.
City officials have said time and time again that those court backlogs contribute to higher crime rates, leaving criminals out on the street longer to reoffend. The mother of the 17-year-old murder victim says that's what happened here, and she believes this could have been prevented.
The more that I hear about her now, it frustrates me.
Kylie Stevenson is still grappling with the senselessness of her 17-year-old daughter's murder. Every morning, she's forced to face the fact that police believe this woman, Kaysen Blossom, stabbed her daughter, Kayla Stevenson, to death over a purse.
I feel that it could have been avoided if she wasn't out on the street. So if she was behind bars like she should have been, then my daughter would still be here with me today, and she would be with her daughter.
Stevenson says it adds insult to injury to know Blossom was out on bond, awaiting trial for so long for allegedly stabbing her ex-boyfriend back in February of 2021. The Harris County DA's office says Blossom first shot the ex-boyfriend with tear gas bullets before stabbing him. She was released on a $10,000 personal recognizance bond, meaning she was free to go and didn't need to pay any money unless she failed to appear or violated bond. Records show 14 of Blossom's court dates were reset. We also know her trial date was reset 5 times.
Hopefully, this time she won't be able to get out and do this again.
We asked the DA's office what the holdup was, and they listed a number of factors, including the pandemic and an attorney change a year and a half ago. The DA says at this point, to get this to trial, they need a mental competency report from an expert. We also learned that during the 3 years Blossom was out on bond, she was self-publishing children's books. Kayla's mom didn't know that until we told her.
That's a lot to take in, Alex.
Blossom was set to be in court today, December 14th, but she didn't appear due to a medical hold. So here is a look at some case backlog data. Both of one. The Harris County DA's office said her trial date was reset. Didn't appear due to a medical hold.
See that one right there? That's a spirit created for vengeance. Let's go ahead and get that. That woman is a spirit created for vengeance. It's an evil angel the Lord sent down. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. That's verse 29 says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see, so that lady, that 17-year-old young woman, that's what she came across. She came across a spirit created for vengeance. The Lord had already had that planned out for her. You see, that's why you got to fear the Lord. You never know when he could send one of those spirits created for vengeance against you. Let's go to Sirach chapter 40. And let's see. Verse 8, it says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. You see, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. You see, so death and bloodshed, strife and sword. That's exactly what that 17-year-old woman got. She got death and bloodshed. All right, these things were created for the wicked. See, so wasn't nothing right about that woman, that young woman. Let's go here. Job chapter 4 and verse 7. See, I get the whole chapter. Job 4 and 7, it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So lock it 1 second. There we go. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. So that's exactly what we saw. All right, that 17-year-old woman and that 23-year-old woman, they plowed. Okay, they sowed wickedness. All right, they sowed wickedness and plowed iniquity, and they got what they sowed. They reaped what they sowed. You see, that's all it is. The Lord sent spirit creative of vengeance against them. Let's get this. Psalm 78 and 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You see, he sent evil angels among both of them. This right here is an evil angel. Look at that face, man. That's an evil angel. You see, he cast upon them the fierceness of his wrath, anger, and fury by sending evil angels among them. You see that? That's a spirit creative of vengeance right there. She had hacked her ex-boyfriend, and she was out free, and she hacked somebody else out the blue. And it's all done by the God of the Bible, all right? He was the one that set that up. Okay, he made sure that they were at the same place, the same time. So she was at the right place in the right time to receive her judgment. That's how that goes, all right? Let's go back. Let's get this. Job 31:3. And it reads, is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? That's a strange punishment. You think it's all good. You just walking around. You outside in the parking lot of the mall. It's probably a Saturday afternoon. It seemed all good, right? Out of nowhere, a woman come up and just start jabbing you in the neck. She start hacking you to deletion. You see, that's a strange punishment, right? But let's get that again. It's not destruction to the wicked. So wasn't nothing right about that young lady. I ain't call her a lady, young woman. And a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. Wasn't nothing right about them. You see, that's why the Lord sent strange punishment against them. And he's the one that did that. Let's get this. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it? So Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is the one. Hold on, Salaki. Salaki. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is the one who did that. He's the one who sent that evil against some people, you see? All right? He's the one that did that. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? He controls good, he controls evil. Once again, all the issues of death belong to the Lord. Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, do all these things. Okay, just check my battery. You see? So the Lord is the one that sent these evil angels against these two young women. All right? And that's how it go down. That's how the Lord get down, man. That's why you got to fear Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get some more scriptures. Deuteronomy 32:39. And it reads, see now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So who's the one that killed both of them ladies, both of them young women? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Remember, all the issues of death belong to the Lord. He sent that out against them. All right? He says he kills and he makes alive. I wound and I heal. When he sends them evil angels against you, no one can deliver. Psalm 68:20. He that is our power is the power, the God of salvation. And unto Yahweh, the Lord, belong the issues from death. Let's just read a little bit more. It says, a woman accused of stabbing a 17-year-old girl to death, hacking a 17-year-old girl to deletion during a spoiling outside the Galleria Mall over the weekend, was out of jail on bond. according to court records. Kayla Nicole Stevenson's family said the teen was a new mom and was working 2 jobs. Kaysen Sky Blossom is charged with capital deletion in Kayla's departure from this world. According to charging documents, this is not the suspect's first run-in with the law. Blossom was reportedly out on bond for aggravated of a family member charged from 2021. She allegedly hacked her ex-boyfriend with a kitchen utensil. That case has yet to go to trial nearly 3 years later. The Harris County DA's office says Blossom first banged the ex-boyfriend with tear gas BBs before hacking him. According to court documents, Blossom also had a taser, handcuffs, duct tape, and another kitchen utensil in her purse during the alleged, you see what it says. She was released on $10,000 personal recognizance bond. A personal recognizance bond means she was free to go and didn't need to pay the money unless she failed to appear or violated that bond. So you see what it says? The fatal hacking happened on Saturday morning near Saks Fifth Avenue on West Alabama Street. That sounds fancy. Police said Kayla was walking to work when she was allegedly spoiled by Blossom, who investigators say hacked the teen and left her to delete. Blossom allegedly spoiled Kayla of her purse, which contained her wallet, phone, and keys. Kayla's mother told ABC 13 that her daughter's bank card was already being used by the time she tried to have it locked. Wow. Yeah, you see it. Let's see if this video plays.
A woman they say robbed and stabbed a teen girl to death in the Galleria area.
The victim's mother says her daughter worked at the mall and was walking to work when she got attacked. All police have released at this point is a suspect description.
ABC 13's Alex Bazarjian is joining us now live from the Galleria. So Alex, at one point HPD thought this stabbing was related to a knife attack that also happened close by.
Maida, that's right. HPD tells me they got a call about 30 minutes before 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson was found dead. That person on the call was at Stake 48 on Westheimer, which is about 5 minutes away from this area. They called police saying that a woman, they didn't know this woman, came up to them with a knife and slashed them in the face. Again, they reiterated that this woman was a stranger and they had no idea where she came from.
I just don't know how or why something like this happened.
Houston police still have no real idea what motivated a woman to stab 17-year-old Kayla Stevenson to death on her walk to work. Kayla's mom, Kylie Stevenson, says she knows the suspect took her daughter's Juicy Couture purse. Inside were Kayla's wallet, phone, and keys.
I tried to get her bank card locked, and they told me that they already tried to make transactions on her card, but they were blocked. So it wasn't enough that they, killed her and left her there. They still tried to use her card.
Stevenson says her daughter Kayla often walked to her job at the Galleria because it was close to where she lived with her grandmother. On Saturday morning, she got close but never made it there. Investigators say her body was found.
You see that? Let's get a description. See, this is just regular everyday stroll, right? It's going to work. It seemed all good. For when they should say peace and safety. All right, that's what she was saying right about there. She said peace and safety. It's all good. I'm just walking to work. It's a nice area. I walk to work here every day. It's all good. For when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? And she definitely didn't escape that, obviously. She got hacked to deletion. But that's what happens when you ain't seeking the Lord. That's what happens when you ain't seeking the Lord. Let's get some more scriptures. I think it's this. let's go. Actually, you know what? This is good, but I'm gonna go to Proverbs chapter 1 instead. All right. See, if she been seeking the Lord, she wouldn't have to worry about this happening to her. Let's see why. All right. So this is Proverbs chapter 1, and let's see. It says, I start at verse 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, and that's exactly what happened. That girl, she had a lot of distress, a lot of anguish when that lady was hacking her to deletion. All right. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You see? So when she was probably laying out on that sidewalk, bleeding out, then she went to call on Jebus. You see? Not even knowing that's not the real name of the Lord. All right. Because the Hebrew Israelites, they everywhere. They definitely in Houston. All right. Same with the girl here in Phoenix. All right, the Hebrew Israelites, we out here, we everywhere. Every city in America. But ain't nobody taking heed, you see? So let's get, it says, when your fear cometh to desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me. Who are they supposed to call upon? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, not Jesus the Christ. All right? It says, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, they were none of my counsel. They would despised all my reproof. Therefore should they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So the Lord said, you don't want me? You don't want to take heed to my words? You're gonna have to deal with whatever comes your way. All right. It says, but whoso slack for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So she had that fancy bag. She thought it was all good, right? She had that fancy bag. It was all good. It says, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. See that? So when you hearken unto the Lord, you don't have to worry about fear of evil. Let's get that in the blue letter. Let's get that in the Salakia, in a different translation. Proverbs chapter 1. All right. So when you hearken unto the Lord, you be quiet from fear of evil. Let's get that in the New Living Translation, that Proverbs 1:33. It says, but all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm. See, she obviously, harm came unto her. All right. Let's go to Sirach chapter 4. I had it right. I had to look on my notes. Sirach chapter 4 and verse 15. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations. All right, give ear unto what? Unto wisdom, which is the fear of the Lord. And that he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. You see that? I'm going to get a few scriptures ahead of that. It says, I'm gonna start at Sirach 4:11. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her the Lord doth love. So if you love wisdom, all right, then the Lord loves you. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. So you attend unto wisdom. So let's get what wisdom is. All right. Job 28:28. In wisdom it says, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So they didn't fear the Lord. And that's why the Lord took them up out of here. He got them hidden spirits, creative vengeance come up against them. Why? Because when he called, they turned their ear. Let's go back to Proverbs chapter 1. This is a valuable lesson. Proverbs chapter 1. Look at this. Look at this. Verse 20. Wisdom crieth out. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth out. Without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You see that? So I guarantee you that when them two young women heard the Hebrew Israelites out there on the highways and byways, that's what they're speaking about, the men of the Lord out there on the streets preaching this blessed word, they turn their ear. And look what happened to them. You see? So this is a valuable lesson that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians can learn from. All right, don't be like these people. End up on the news. You're gonna end up in the news. Don't be like these people, man. All right. This is what happened, man. The Lord sent a spirit created for vengeance, just waiting for you, man. When you least expect it too. Remember when they say peace and safety and sudden destruction cometh upon them as upon a woman that travaileth with child. Let's get this. I'll close out with this. Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. And it reads, Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Don't wait. All right. And put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. That's exactly what happened. In thy security, when they think it's all good, you just la, just smoking your blues, all right? Going to work, it's all good. And then a spirit creative of vengeance come up and hack you to pieces. It's just deadly serious, man. So that's all I got for you guys right now. But Lord's will, this is edifying to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four corners of the earth. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Until next time, Shalom.